What's happening, guys? It's Vlad here from Alpha Living, and today we're gonna look at 30 of the most muscular guys in the UFC. So we're really just gonna look at them pound for pound. Obviously, if you take a look at a heavyweight versus a featherweight, for example, the heavyweight will win. But we're looking at pound for pound. Who would do the best in bodybuilding or physique or any type of competition like that. So let's get right into it. Let's determine who's the most muscular guy in the UFC.
At number 30 we got Uriah Hall, who fights in the middleweight division. Very thick and explosive guy, always comes in really good shape. At number 29 we got Nate Marquardt. He used to be a middleweight, now he fights at welterweight. He has lost some size in the last few years, but is still in a great shape. Number 28, Ben Handerson. The former lightweight champion now fights at welterweight. Known for his huge legs and massive calves. At number 27 we got Abel Trujillo. Very thick and muscular for a lightweight, known for his crazy explosive brawling style. At number 26 we got Chael Sonnen, who is a middleweight who gained lots of muscle mass towards the end of his career. Number 25, Stephan Bonnar, UFC Hall of Famer who got in a really good shape for his last fight against Anderson Silva. Number 24, Rashad Evans, the former light heavyweight champion who is known for his explosive top-notch wrestling. Number 23, Rampage Jackson, also a light heavyweight former champion, known for his epic knockout power and crazy slams back in Pride. Number 22, Jon Jones, who is pound for pound #1 on many people's lists. Recently he has been doing a lot of powerlifting, so he's definitely gaining size, so I can see him in the future surpass many of the other guys that are ranked in front of him. At number 21 we got Pat Barry, who is a heavyweight kickboxer, definitely a thick guy with some massive legs. Number 20, Andrei Arlovski, who was the heavyweight champion back in 2005. Although he's getting older, he still carries a lot of muscle, and back in his prime, he was definitely a very muscular guy. Number 19, Edson Barboza, known for his explosive leg kicks, always comes in shredded with a low % body fat. Number 18, Phil Davis. This light heavyweight has really thick legs, wide lats and broad shoulders. Number 17, Chad Mendes. For a little featherweight wrestler, he carries a lot of muscle, very explosive and exciting fighter. At number 16 we got Conor McGregor, who just recently beat Chad Mendes for the placing on this list. He has been fighting in featherweight, but now he's moving up to lightweight, so he's definitely gaining some more size, and he's talking in the future to maybe even fight for the welterweight belt. So definitely could see him getting bigger and moving up the list. Number 15, Thiago Alves, who fights at welterweight. Although he did lose some size recently, he always been a very thick guy, huge chest, big traps, so definitely a nice physique. Number 14 we have George St. Pierre, who is the former welterweight champ. He is currently retired, but there's always talks about him coming back to the UFC. He is into gymnastics, he always entered the octagon shredded as hell, and I really hope to see him back in the octagon. Number 13, Yoshihiro Akiyama, aka Sexy Yama. Definitely one of the most muscular Asian fighters out there, and pound for pound the sexiest guy in the UFC. Number 12, Eddie Alvarez. He was the lightweight champion back in Bellator, and now he's fighting in the UFC. He usually comes in really good shape and fairly shredded. Number 11, Vitor Belfort. He's definitely one of the most controversial people in the UFC due to his TRT usage and fluctuation in his physique. But when he's on, he's on. At number 10 we got Tyron Woodley, a UFC welterweight who has recently appeared in one of CT Fletcher's videos. And if you do not know who CT Fletcher is, you better YouTube him. When Tyron Woodley fights, the commentators usually talk about physique more than his fighting, so definitely a massive guy. Number 9, Ryan the Mustard Bader, a light heavyweight fighter who comes in usually in really good shape, crazy abs, and overall thick physique. Number 8. Gleison Tibau. If you saw this guy in person, you'd think he's a middleweight, but no, he's actually just a lightweight. This Brazilian fighter is very known for his massive physique for his weight class. Number 7. Tim Kennedy, a UFC middleweight who is also very high up in the US military. He definitely got some massive arms and some nice physique to him. And in this picture you can see Tim Kennedy running away from Yoel Romero because he realized that Yoel is bigger and stronger than him. And here Yoel is saying, "No forget, I'm more bigger than you." So for number 6 we definitely got Yoel Romero. This Cuban middleweight is huge, he's explosive, he's a crazy wrestler with crazy knockout power. So definitely one of the biggest guys in the UFC. At number 5 we got Hector Lombard, who is a brother from another mother to Yoel Romero. Both of them came over from Cuba, both of them are solid and drinking the same vitamins. Number 4, Rousimar Palhares. Although he have lost to Hector Lombard in MMA, he definitely didn't lose to Hector Lombard in bodybuilding, because Rousimar Palhares is a beast. He's a very thick guy who's known for his crazy leg lock submissions and ripping his opponent's knees apart. Number 3, Cheick Kongo. This heavyweight UFC veteran always came in shredded as hell for a heavyweight, definitely huge muscularity. And when you looked at him and looked at his opponent, just by looks you always thought that he's about to win. But that didn't always happen. At number 2 we got Brock Lesnar, the WWE superstar who came into the UFC and won the heavyweight championship belt. He is probably the most famous heavyweight in the UFC history, could be even the most famous fighter in the UFC ever. And although his run in the UFC was fairly short, he definitely stamped himself on this list as number 2. But there is only one man that I could put as number 1 above Brock Lesnar, which was Alistair Overeem, who also beat Brock Lesnar. Back in his prime, when he was the heavyweight champion in Strikeforce, when he was winning fights, he looked like he can just step out of the cage and go straight to a bodybuilding competition and he would probably place pretty good. His physique was amazing, he was one of the thickest guys ever to step in the UFC, and although he lost some gains lately, back in his prime he was the scariest guy ever. He is still one of my favorite fighters out there, and I definitely place him as number 1 on my list of the most muscular UFC fighters ever.
So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really had fun making it. If you did enjoy it, please comment below. Let me know what other types of videos you'd like to see on this channel, and I'll make sure I cover that. So thank you again. Appreciate it so much, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay positive, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe.
Yo, what's happening, man? You hear the news? No? So, RDA pulled out of the fight?
No, God! No, God, please, no! No! No!